Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous from Scratch 2. And we're at Dab's Hope collecting materials. Manufactured materials and raw materials. Scoop. And I haven't done this in about a week or maybe even more. Okay, so I gotta get back in the swing of things because I playing about 7 games now, and their controller commands are different, and I have to get back in the swing. And not keep hitting the wrong buttons.
Incoming message.
Is this up? Okay, we got a Sirius system permit issued, so that's kind of cool too. Is this up? Now this is one of our alt accounts, so it's not the 12 billion that I have in my main account, and with the 10 ships I have over there, I only have 1 ship here. This menu. We go to the main menu back, and then all the materials are available to be collected again. Again, you don't have to do that. You can just run around on the planets and look for materials that way after shooting skimmers and stingers or whatever you want to do. You can find some materials that way. Oops. Is this Scoop? I didn't have the Scoop on. But we need the materials in all of our accounts. We're full in our main account of all the materials, but in our From Scratch 1 and From Scratch 2 we're not full. And at some point we'll probably do some more of our From Scratch 1 also. Or we can. Again, our main account is our main account. That's the one that we focus on the most. We did, the last video we were doing bounty hunting. I have a combat rating of expert and a whole bounty hunting trip excursion. I only get 1% added to my rank. So it would take 97 more bounty hunting trips for me just to get to master. Take forever. Now I'm only doing regular res sites, resource extraction sites. Is this menu? If I would do res high sites, it would the enemies would be more formidable. Like on the last video, if you watch that one. Scoop. I lost almost all my shields. But I did collect up to 120,000 on one fight and 1 kill, and I got over 80,000 on another one. mean, you can make some. That's not how I make my money now. It used to be cargo missions, but
Incoming message.
I can make more off of passenger missions right now. And with all the nerfing that Frontier does on Elite Dangerous, you know, at one time it'll be mining, another time it will be cargo missions, another time it'll be passenger missions that make the best money for the period of time. But for me, right now, it's passenger missions. And no interdiction so far. And I've probably done 5 or more. Probably more than that. Passenger videos. And not an interdiction yet. So that's kind of cool. Sys menu. Be sure to look for our subscribe button and press that. That would really help us out. And also look for our channel, Syscoop GFM_RDG, to watch more of our videos. We have thousands of them already, thousands of videos. Now, of course, it changes all the time, grows, and it matters what platform that you're watching our videos on, how many videos we have on that platform at the time. We have videos on rumble.com and on YouTube.
Incoming message.
Now on YouTube, we're scheduling them out, and at some point we might schedule some out on Rumble, but I'm going to try to have newer videos eventually on Rumble, because I want to encourage Rumble, because Rumble helps us more than YouTube does. So to encourage rumble.com, we won't schedule them out as far, and you'll be able to see videos in the future on Rumble first before you see them on YouTube. So check out our rumble.com GFM_RDG. Hang on, I got a beep I gotta check out. Okay, it wasn't for me. Sys menu. Again, I go back to the menu to reload the materials, because for me it's about gaining as many materials as absolutely possible on my accounts, all my accounts. Syscoop. Now we can't really gather too many more on my main account, because everything's about full. And I could I could do this run in about 70 seconds. I think it's probably more like 80 to 90 seconds now because of this HOTAS that I'm having to use, because Frontier has not written in the HOTAS that I have, the HP Reverb G2. Yeah, the HOTAS works, it's just not as easy. It likes to spin out on me when I do this round. When I make the turns, I got to be real careful because it will spin me out. I mean, I almost have to be just creeping to keep it from spinning out. It's terrible. I used to use an Oculus Rift S VR headset, and it was so much better at the controls than this having to use this HOTAS. People say, oh, you'll love the HOTAS when you get used to it. It's the greatest thing ever. No, it's not the greatest thing ever. Sys menu. I'd rather go back to a controller. Controller worked better for me. So what this video is about is collecting manufactured materials. We will be going out to the crater for raw materials. Sys-scoop. Probably well, maybe in a couple of videos from now. But our routine right now is materials in the From Scratch 2 series of account. And bounty hunting and passenger missions on my main account. Now we will be doing some planetary exploration and permit systems in my main account, but again we can't collect as many materials, but well, I say that, but it might be better to use one of my alt accounts where we can actually collect materials. When we do the planetary exploration. See, we can tag along. Now we can only have one ship now in our alt accounts because you can only, what I understand, you can only ride along. You can't load if you don't own the fleet carrier, or that account doesn't own the fleet carrier. You can't store the rest of your ships. Wrong button. Sys menu. So our alt accounts can only have one ship and tag along on the fleet carrier. Now you could have ships in other stations, you just can't keep them all on the fleet carrier from an alt account. If you're going to save that money, I got back 500 million Sys-scoop in my main account from dismantling those services, and it saves me about 12 million a week in upkeep cost. So at the moment, I think that's the best option. I don't use my alt accounts except for to do these From Scratch series, because I like doing From Scratch. It's a lot of fun to start over. And I have 2 more accounts that I haven't used yet, or not using, that I could do a From Scratch with. I need to bring my From Scratch 1 down here too and let it do some of the retrieving. Sys menu. But again, my alt accounts are not as important. Sys-scoop. Check on time. Okay, we can do a little bit more. You can't get going too fast with this HOTAS. It will spin you out. I could go a lot faster when I use the Oculus Rift controller around this area. See, it'll start to spin you out, and I wasn't even going very fast. It's a pain. There's a lot of pains. Game's not perfect, no matter what the apologists tell you. It's not perfect.
Incoming message.
I'll push back on that every time because it's not perfect. There's a lot of parts of this game that I'm not fond of. Now there's quite a bit that I am fond of, but then there's parts that I'm not fond of. That's why it's not a perfect game, and there'll be parts that frustrate you, and I think it's meant to frustrate you. I think Frontier enjoys frustrating their players for some reason. It just doesn't make much financial sense to me, but that's why they don't get in the ratings for games. They don't rank very high most of the time. Sysmenu. Even though it's a really good game, but it's that attitude that they have. It's our way or the highway. I mean, there's no console commands, there's no modding that can be done like with Nexus or anything like that, or they'll ban your account. Syscoop. And they monitor it very closely. Even, see, if they would just force you to stay in solo, if you modded, I don't see the problem in that. Because it's solo. You're only playing by yourself, and it's your own little world, and what does it matter? Most of the other games are that way. So I'm not fond of Frontier. I think Frontier damages
Incoming message.
what the game could be. Kind of trying to figure out what he was trying to do. Not real sure. Yeah, those ships that circle ahead. Not really heard a good explanation for their existence. I've never had them fire on me. And they always just circle. Dab's Hope. And I believe they're clean, so you can't shoot at them. Unless you want warrants out on yourself. And I think they will shoot at you if you shoot at them. Sysmenu. Now again, be sure to press that subscribe button. That'll really help us out. And find our page, our GFM_RDG. Syscoop. To watch more of our videos. Of course, catch our videos on rumble.com first to get to see, well, especially in the future. I'm trying to get more videos over there right now, so it's older videos, but I'll get all of our newer stuff over there too eventually, because I have so many videos. As of this recording, I have over 1,500 videos, and I only have about 500 on Rumble so far as of this recording. But I'll get them all over there, and when I get caught up, then I will put them on Rumble first,
Incoming message.
because I get more help there, and then I will schedule them out on YouTube, since I get no support as of the publication of this video from YouTube. But I do get a little bit on Rumble. Now, it's not tons, that's for sure, and it's really based on views and things like that. Not as popular as some. I try to bring you as much content as possible. And it does help my gameplay to do videos. that'll probably be it. And again, hit that subscribe, watch more of our videos at GFM_RDG. Check out our videos on rumble.com and YouTube. And trying to work with Daily Motion. Haven't gotten very far on that yet. Hopefully in the future we will. So until the next video, thank you for watching. Goodbye.